Hey guys, here playing as HB, and this is a Foodcoats up against a Reina Headlock deck. So we have kind of an awkward opener. Do we even want to play the Ichi down on the R&D when we're not playing to res it? I think we probably don't. I think we'll just money up, let him hit the R&D once. The thing with Headlock is they're typically not playing much, if any, for multi-access. Like, it's going to be like one keyhole or sometimes a medium in there. But they probably don't have, yeah, there was the keyhole in the bin. Actually, pretty great inject there. He gets his gamble and casts off the bat. He's got a peddler, nice. So he's really gone deep already. He's already seen 12 cards. So not the best opener since we don't have any kind of, like Breaker Bay Eve is probably the ideal opener. But at least we had the hedge fund, so we're kind of doing okay. And he hasn't played Desperado, which is a blessing. Yeah, daily cast is pretty good. We get the Eve campaign, cool. He doesn't have any programs, and that's the issue, right? Because we can't use this Eve with the Ichi, because he doesn't care about the Ichi at all. So what, we're playing like 5 Ichis. This is Dan's War list. We have 3 Ichi 1 and 2 Ichi 2, so we're just full of Ichis that really are not that good against a runner that doesn't play many permanent programs they care about. The Architect is really good, but the Ichi not so much. Had we kept our Architect in hand, we could have played that in front of the Eve. But even the Architect isn't that great when you're talking about nothing in the heap to recur, right? Yeah, so I mean, we can do like a trace 1, but he's like got a link, which is the advantage of playing Reina over Wizard. Really no point in resing this. He's going to just get to kill our campaign for net of $4. If we were to put the Ash in, we'd be spending 2, and I don't know if it's even that good. Yeah, this is a pretty solid res. This is a Faust in this peddler. We're going to have to fire this and have 5 chances to draw Breaker Bay Grid. Oh, okay. Well, that's really good for him. He's going to be able to break this. Run HQ for a net of $1. Takes out our Ash. The plus side is that this Eve campaign is now able to work with the Ichi. So if we go to 5, we'll be at 7. We can install credit if we want to. I'm really hoping we draw something we can defend this with. No, we get another agenda. So we just need to protect this Eve. Like, we really need to keep this from getting trashed. So we'll make him spend his clicks. Probably 2 clicks here. And we'll bid on Caprice. Yeah, he's not. We're gonna not worry with the trace. Oh, he can give up his mimic if he wants to. Not a bad idea. Then he can not care about this again until he installs another program. This will make our HQ secure until he finds a second copy or a clone ship. Having a secure HQ is kind of good for us because he has 3 Lamprey in there, and we are going to start to pop agendas. Yeah, the more I think he should give up the mimic here. Because if he wants to just take 4 shots at Caprice, he can do that if he just loses it. Yeah. So we've taken that out for whatever it's worth. Yeah, I don't really care what the trace won. And we'll play here. He's going to bid 0 till he gets in. Yeah, this is pretty bad. See, we needed to have an Enigma here, or a Turing would be kind of okay. We're going to bleed accesses here anyway because we can't res as Ichi2. It's the Jackson. That's a great pull because we're going to have agendas in our hand just piling up, which really sucks. So we get Breaker Bake Grid. That's our best chance to stabilize here. Oh, that sucks. That's an important card. I mean, we could have tried to draw more, and maybe we should have. But you never know if you're going to just flood out. Yeah, a lot of power and not having any programs. Like even this Turing is not going to stop me. You can just click through, spend the whole turn doing that. Sucker farming. So we'll be able to parasite down this Ichi. It's probably his idea to get rid of it. And we can't do much about that, except get to $8 and res this. But even then, if he's smart and he runs only in his first action, we're not really going to get him per se. So let's try to bring up our Turing. Pretty vulnerable to like David here is the problem. Yeah, you can pay 3 clicks, so he can throw away these programs if he wants to. Or you can just pound the R&D. Yeah, why not, right? Get a purge, not bad. It's not a Breaker Bay grid. Whew. Getting good hits on our R&D. Oh, and we get the NAPD. Did he see that? Yeah, he saw that. Okay. Well, we don't want it. Don't want it one bit. So Archive, we got loads of targets. We can decrease our HQ density if you want to. It's not bad. I mean, resing the Ichi2 is very vulnerable to him burning an entire David and deresing it. But he also deres our Turing for only 1/3 as many tokens. So really this Crescendus is going to be in business no matter where he chooses to hit with it. It's like a Caprice. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, this is okay. It's only 2 power is a thing, so it's gonna get parasited fairly easily. We really can't res unless we're not going to get hit with parasite. Ah, he finds he's going to go in there now with the Turing. Click, click. Makes sense. Well, we made our money back anyway. And now this turn, as David's down to 2 counters, that each E1 is going to be able to do something. Putting him on 1. Would he come in? All right, well, I hate to try to score here because it's really not a great scoring window with our hand being literally 5 agendas. It's kind of a risk you might have to take. I don't think he's Parasite or he would have played it already in the Ichi and burned the Ichi down. So we're gonna run this beta and we're gonna fire it because we have to hit something good to stabilize here, I think. The David suppresses a lot of our ice temporarily, but temporarily turns into a permanent debuff with the Crescentus. So I opened my heap twice. I meant to open his and see what he has with his clone chip. We'll put that over there, I guess. Not like we're gonna make any more remotes this game. Yeah, that's okay. All right, so we're gonna get to run the beta test if we want to. I think we want to. We know where 5 of our 9 agendas are. So our density in R&D is pretty low. Nonetheless, we completely whiff. And we get a food, a hedge find that we really wanted, and an Adonis we also kind of wanted. Well, that sucks. We're gonna get the purge though, which is actually pretty important. Because I don't want this each to die to Parasite. I want to spend 2 clicks a pop to get in here. Because he has clone chip Parasite now, so he's going to be able to kill this once he runs enough times. Oh man, I don't know if we can score this Vitruvius. On 5 creds, he can go through forces to trace 6. Or even more than that. I guess we awkwardly play this. I guess. Try to make him kill it and spend his David tokens. But he's got 2 Davids, so it's not necessarily going to do the trick. So this is probably too weak to Parasite to actually res. We could res this. He's going to click, click, use the David token or not. Either way, we're not that happy. I want to try to catch him out. If we can catch him on last action, we can at least... Oh, really? Oh, man, Breaker Bay. Well, he was going through anyway, so resing would not have helped that. Yeah, he let this go through. He probably feared it was something that... Well, this is a bit unfortunate because we're not going to be able to get a Breaker Bay off this game with him suppressing our R&D like this. Definitely a good play by him. And he knows he can come to the HQ anytime he wants with the Mimic now. We just didn't draw any other ice. I think we just bleed R&D. I mean, there's not that much in there. We know it's in our HQ. There's 3 agendas left in the 21 cards there. So I think we gotta just give him that server. We don't have enough money to actually res all our servers. If I can keep him out of our HQ, that will be an achievement in itself. Given that Parasucker is charging up. So I think this would be a different game if we managed to resolve a Breaker Bay, rather than him trashing all three of them off the R&D. Because we would have managed to res our Caprice or our Ash for $2 less. And, you know, obviously gain $5 off of the Eve res. Having to hard res Eve in this matchup is miserable because there's a good chance he can come kill it if he really wants to. Like, the upside is you do usually time walk them in that they're spending their whole turn to come in through your remote. Yeah, he just wants another sucker token. This is expensive, but at least we're going to get to resolve the trace for $2, and he cannot de-res it this time. He can get Mimic out and use 2 suckers and $3. So he may not even choose to deplete his David here. Yeah. So the clone chip is gone. And does he burn the crescendos here? I think you probably do. Like, he has a finite number of pieces he can use, and we're trying to outlast him, essentially. And he chooses not to de-res it. Okay. Guess he figures he can spend with the sucker tokens and the Mimic to go through enough times. He wants to de-res stuff he doesn't have much of an answer to. Like, the only way he can get through Turing is via the David, because Faust can't break it, Mimic can't break it. Get another useless Ichi. Oh, man. Yikes, bad timing as we're just $1 short on the Ichi. And now we can't res the Architect again. Oh yeah, that's exquisite. That's really good. Yeah, that's happening. Gets the food, good pickup. I was hoping for the NAPD since there's 2 of them and he can't steal, but yeah, misplay there. I think we need to be able to at least have re-resed the Architect. I think playing the Ichi was probably wrong then. Could have played with the Archives, maybe just to throw it away. No point resing the Ash, because we'll just can res that later. Well, this Eli is actually surprisingly decent, but all we can do is click our credits this turn, I think. Let our Eve tick down. Try to bring our ice back up. Unfortunately, he can Parasite our Ichi down. Parasite is the monster here. Oh, another Crescendus. Yikes. So he res this, he spends 3 against our 6. Not really worth it, is it? No, he only really spends a sucker and $2, so definitely not worth resing there. I think we just pay 5 for this again. Bring up our Ash. So we can't get Lampreed. We'll be able to click for credits next turn to bring this up again. Guess the Vitruvius, nice. Just gonna shake the points out of our R&D, or sorry, out of our HQ. And we're probably gonna lose here. Nope, we get another turn. We can't do much though. We might do much at all. I mean, we can install an NAPD, but he can just come in here. I think the only way we win is if he magically misses repeatedly on our HQ. Yeah, these EQs are so bad. We didn't draw any Enigmas, which are our cheap ice. We didn't draw an Eli until now, which is our cheap ice. He's gonna have enough to steal this time. No, it's a miss. So he has 1 Crescentis, 2 clones left, so he can derez this 3 more times, costing us an additional $15 before we can have nice things in our remote. Yeah, nice play. Just clicking up so we can have another shot at this NAPD. Tough luck. Well, let's see if he's got Parasite. Let's make him have it. There's the Enigma finally. You really want the cheap stuff because it's actually hard for him to break. But we weren't lucky enough to draw this earlier. I think actually a lot hinged on that beta test. If we had hit like a Toll Booth in our beta test, it would have been like a $3 tax and a David token. I mean, had we hit really anything that's particularly good, it would have been quite nice. So he's got nothing for this. We're gonna get the click tax, which is nice. But does he have Parasite? There's no draw engines, there's no wild side, no Earthrise really. It's just a few draw events. Ay. That's not good. I mean, what do we do right here, right? I don't know if that does anything at all. Ah, there's the clone chip he needs. He's actually burning a lot of important cards, but he's going to have enough, I think, to finish the game. Because that clone chip will put us down. He can Parasite through the Enigma and just pick up, now that there's 3 NAPDs in here. So we drew fairly high density of agendas. There's only 2 left in the R&D. I'm really not sure if we could have found an opportunity to purge. Unfortunately, the Cyberdex just got some sucker tokens and didn't hit the Lamprey, so it wasn't the ideal scenario there either. But Crunch has made a great point on the forums. He was talking about this deck. So the Corps don't usually these days run any kind of cards that you just convert clicks into money, like Capital Investors or Melange. Those sorts of cards used to see play, and now they really don't. So like, we can't choose to just spend clicks getting like $2 a click. We're not playing like Deal of Hands or anything like that. What we have is a bunch of stuff that really once you've done your thing with your campaign, once you've played the cards you've drawn, you just are looking for credits. So this is really not a good move. We're going to end up getting screwed by Lamprey, etc. But I think we're toast on what we do, so you got to kind of be bold. Like the problem is we can't even afford to score this. I'm just getting it out of my hand. Actually, Purge could have been okay here. I mean, it would have forced him to do like run R&D, derez this Ichi. Because if he runs Archives, we'll just CVS is in there, right? Really, if you could play more CVS in this matchup, it'd be a lot better. Because you need to keep this Lamprey under control and the Suckers under control. Parasucker has been good since the core set, and it's not much worse now. Yeah, he can actually afford to just ignore this. Guys, it is a trap for us to score this. If we spend $3, we'll just be at 6. He's going to kill this and just sweep in and wipe us out. In the end, I'm just going to Purge. I'm sure he has another Lamprey. But he's out of clone chips now. He's 3 clone chips are all he has. So he's got 2 more Lamprey he can play from hand. He's got a Deja Vu. Now he has to either slow Parasite this Enigma or charge up Suckers here. So he might have forgot there's a CVS here, or he's just checking this card if I threw one away, which is fair. Sitting on $9. Pretty unsure what the best path is here. I mean, now that we can't score food to win on 3 agendas, we're stuck scoring 4 agendas, which is pretty horrendous. And the slow Parasite's gonna take this down. This Ichi 2 costs way too much. Yeah, we're... I think out of luck here. So we have 2 Jacksons left. We haven't seen a Jackson in this game yet. Got an Archive that's pretty good. We've got, what do we have? That's really about it for good stuff. One more Adonis. Let's see, we're pretty pretty dependent on drawing the right ice early on. Like Enigma, really good early on. Even the Eli is $2 cheaper than each does the same thing. So if we res, we do 2 clicks. Doesn't spend any of his money. He can throw away his programs. Yeah, this is unfortunate. He can just jack out here, I think. I don't think he can take it necessarily. I don't think he's got enough money. So say he does 2 clicks, drops a program here. Yeah, just jack out is correct, I think. He's made us spend 4, and now we're going to have a harder time defending the HQ when this Enigma dies next turn. He's really conserving David tokens. He knows they're a finite resource. If there was some corp card that can get rid of David tokens, like power counters, be really sweet. They should print one of those, maybe make it for like a Whalen card. I mean, they have power shutdown, but it doesn't actually interact with power counters at all. Scrubber. That's late. Thankfully, since he already spent, I was going to say like 12 bucks trashing things. He trashed 3 of these. 7, 8. Yeah, he probably $15 to $18. So this would have saved him a lot of money had he drawn it early. Well, some of this is not very good because it's going to... What's the line here? We could score this, install the Adonis, and then just hope he misses the NAPDs repeatedly. Or we play Ash here, but we can't res without trashing our remote. Yeah, none of these options are any good. Not one of them. So this is maybe the least bad. It's possible he doesn't have Lamprey in his hand, in which case we're not going to bleed all our credits out. Well, I'll bleed 1 credit and then we'll res the Adonis, then run after that. But he can also kill the Adonis, is the problem. By just paying through the Ash Trace. If we draw Jackson, we can reset our HQ. Then we can put back 3 money cards. Actually, probably forget resetting our HQ. Let's just put back 3 money cards. Oh, there's a Lamprey. Yep, Architect going pew again. Well, Architect, you tried. You tried your best. So we're again $1 short to re-res this because of the Lamprey. Kind of miscounted that. So he's in. We're going down to 4. And does he win on the NAPD? He sure doesn't. So now he's not really sure if we have more of these or if there's only one of them that he saw off the top of R&D that we've now scored. But he's coming in again anyway. You got it right. So we're once again hoping he misses 60%. And he does, miraculously. Thing is, like, worst case, he's getting sucker tokens. He's getting Desperado dollars. Yeah, he's not going to buy that. He's going to get it. Yeah, there he goes. Well, yeah, this deck is surprisingly good. The Reina, I mean, is surprisingly good against HB. I thought they'd be able to keep more campaigns on than they are. It seems like very often the ice just doesn't keep Reina out of the remote. And she can make herself poor to make you poor. So, thanks for watching, guys. Definitely check this deck out if you haven't yet. It is fierce.